Welcome to this Wednesday class. Today we're going to make use of the belt. So if you can actually get a belt, it would be yoga belt, house belt, dressing gown belt, or just a piece of rope or a thick towel. We also normally use the blocks. And with that said, some of you maybe can be enough to get your belts, others can just start introspecting, coming within ourselves, finding a moment of awareness, self-awareness, maybe awareness of the breathing or just the body in general. Try and keep a sense level of awareness to the whole class. And then with that said, let's open our eyes and we'll start warming up the shoulders. So we're going to do our usual warm-up, bringing our arms up as we breathe in and fill up our lungs to the full. Taking the shoulders up above, not into the ears, and then we breathe out, palms down, and release the shoulders. Maybe release the ribs, release the lungs, and breathe out. In, both arms up, the lungs. Breathing out when you've expanded completely and releasing the arms down. One third time, really consciously filling up the lungs, taking the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Releasing both arms as we breathe out. Side bend to the left hand on the left side of the body on the floor. And as we breathe out, we bend towards that side. Do 3 breaths on each side. Try and check we're not bending forward or really going sideways. You can do this by maybe looking under the arm slightly. And also by feeling the side of the body stretching. The next in-breath, we take both arms up, breathing in, shoulders up. Breathing out, right hand, right side, and we bend to the right. Breathing out, emptying the lungs. And then continue breathing, continue bending. Again, looking under the arm will help to actually make a side bend. In, both arms up. Twist right hand, left knee, left hand on the lower back, twisting. Again, 3 breaths here. Just taking it with each breath deeper into the twist. The next in-breath, both arms up. Stretching the shoulders up, breathing up, hitting the lungs, and then left hand, left knee, and we twist to the right. 3 breaths, continue breathing. Next in-breath, both arms up. And hands to the knees. From there, let's just lean forward, maybe just stretch the lower back. Just aiming to get the shoulder, chest towards the ground. That will create a nice deep stretch in the lower back. And then from there we come out. And we're going to do cat-cow. So let's do cat-cow. Before we do that, normally cat-cow starts like this, which is tabletop. Let's move the arms like, 20 centimeters or a foot, or just a little bit more forward to make an angle, and then just take the shoulders down into the gap between the arms without going all the way to the floor. Just feel the shoulders stretching, So this is like a half in pose, but it doesn't mean we're not doing work. We're just concentrating on the shoulders by taking the head or the shoulders between the arms I'm feeling my, the top of the shoulders opening up. We're going to do a full puppy pose later, but this is just the preparation. I hope you can feel the shoulders opening. Again, chest down towards the ground without going fully down. And then releasing there, gently with the hands right directly below shoulders, hips directly above knees, or knees directly below hips, and then we do a few cat counts. Yeah, the usual, breathing in, taking the tummy down, chest up, chin up, and rotating the hips forward. Then breathing out, rotating the hips inwards, chest in, chin to chest. In, arch in the back. Breathing out, rounding the back. 2 more times. Cow. Out, cat. Out. Breathe out, cat. Back to neutral, and from there we're just going to go straight into a thread the needle. So take this left arm gently forward or to the left, somewhere where it feels like you can take the weight as you thread the right hand under the left armpit, and then get that right shoulder on the ground. Lovely twist here. And then just adjust your weight so that it feels comfortable, but we have a deep twist on our spine. Try and square the hips. Yeah, they do tend to do that. Bring the hips to the right so that we're actually squaring the hips as we twist the shoulders. Out of here. Nice deep breath. Feel your spine, feel the shoulder. The next in-breath, breathe in, pushing the left hand. We put the hand in front of us again. Neutral, and then the other side. I'm going to turn around just because I have a wall there. This time I'm going to actually use my right hand to find a nice location there to take the weight as I thread the left hand under the right armpit. And again, shoulder to the ground, cheek to the ground, squaring the hip, and finding that nice lovely twist of the spine as the hips try to square to the mat and the shoulders are kind of facing the side, creating that twist, of course. And the next in-breath, push with the right hand, lifting the weight on the left hand, and we come to neutral. Right, remember at the beginning we did like a half puppy pose. We'll do the full puppy pose now. So puppy pose is, like a child pose, but actually we have the hips over the knees, and then we start just straddling our arms forward, and getting you can be in this position, which is similar to where we were before. You can try and put the forehead on the ground, then also use blocks to put your elbows, and then just open the shoulders there. Do that. Or you can even put the elbows down if it gets too much, yeah? Depending how your shoulders are feeling today. Stretch the arms forward, or put the elbows down, forehead to the ground, or the chin to the ground, or the chest to the ground. Your practice. Two more breaths here. And again, pushing with the hands. Try and use the arms to push and lift weight rather than the spine. Okay, back to neutral. Maybe smoothen out the shoulders, neck. Just make yourself feel more unwound. And then now let's go to do a little bit of core and hip work. So from tabletop, I'm going to take the right foot straight back and then lift it off the ground. Now that should make us engage the core a little bit. Shoulders are strong and square. Left heel is kicking back to the back of the room. Neck is, or the head is trying to go to the opposite direction. So yeah, stretching is always good. And yoga is a lot about stretching. So every time we're stretching consciously, all the joints, in this case the vertebra, which are joints as well, are actually getting a breather. Instead of compression, we're trying to let. Also hands nicely, broadly planted on the ground. Trying to get that weight spread between the, okay, let's have finish this side. Right knee to the ground, left foot behind, lifting the heel and kicking that heel to the back of the room. Yeah, spreading the hands, as I was saying, with the weight on wrist, knuckles and fingers, as far as possible. I mean, not everything is possible every time because we've got so many things going on. But bringing a little bit of consciousness to some of these moves, create slowly a more aligned body, yeah? Okay, knee down. Now we're going to do it again, right side. But this time, let's take the foot back, and before we straighten it, let's look with our eyes, look at our right foot. Yeah, we're looking at the foot, which is creating a compression in the core. And now we're going to keep the core compressed and just lift the shoulders. Yeah, so I've got this feel compressed from when I looked at my foot. It's just a trick. You have to keep this as if you were looking at your foot, but the chest is lifting forward. Release that knee down. Other side, left foot out. And before we stretch it completely, look at the foot, which we actually do by compressing the front of the core. And now keeping that compression here, lift the shoulder. And keeping this the same way. Just a little bit of core awareness. And then now kick the left foot back, neck forward, core engaged. I would say that Hatha looks very passive, but I hope that you're all feeling how I'm feeling. A lot of work going on. Release that. We're going to do the other side again, now with the arm out. So right foot out, look at the foot, keep the core engaged, lift the shoulders, kick the right heel back and left arm forward. Keep the core engaged, shoulders open and left arm out. 5, 4, 3, keep that engaged, keep that core engaged. 1, left arm down, right knee down. Other side on the last side, yeah? Left foot out, look at your foot, keep the core engaged, lift the shoulders, left arm out, kick the heel and stretch the arm. 5, 4, core engaged, 3, 2, stretch, and release hand, release knee, sit on the heels, and just loosen up, especially I think shoulder, core. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit of work there. And we're going to continue a little bit of that theme. Now we're going to go on our knees, and I know that sometimes, when we do this for repeated times, our knees go. You can either double or treble the mat, or if you've been listening to my classes, find some packaging from something you bought in Amazon or whatever, and then that's a nice cushion for the just packaging. Yeah, so left knee down, right foot up, and then we're gonna do something similar. Yeah, so from here, arms up, but just sort of dangling. We're not gonna do anything special there. Now look at your left knee. Now engage the Now keeping that length of core, now open the shoulders up with both arms. Shoulders up, core engaged, as if you're still looking at that left knee. 3, 2, 1, release, just relax so that we can actually do the next one. The next one is just going to be this lovely back bend that I like doing, so that, well, yeah, we can just bend to the side, left hand towards the left heel towards, doesn't need to reach, and then lift the left arm forward, upwards. So this is just a bit of back bend to the side. Actually, lifting the arm up and to the side as we take the left shoulder down. 3, and now the core is relaxed. We're not trying to engage the core. 2, 1, release back to the center. And now I'm going to turn the other way just so that you see what I'm doing, because it's important to see both sides. Now we're going to go to the right side. Left hand on the outside of the right knee, right hand on your tailbone, and then open to the side. Again, relax the core now. This is the twist. Normally we do with the arms open, but today we're going to do it with a bit of leverage with both arms. If you need to actually bring the tummy or the ribs over the thigh, that's fine. 3, 2, twist, open to the side and release. And we swap sides. So right knee down, left knee up. Once again, arm up, just dangling. Look at your right knee. That's created a short length of the core. And now keeping that length as it is, take the shoulders back and arms up. Core engaged, arms up, shoulders open. 3, 2, 1, release everything. And then, well, let's open the arms, do a little bit more methodically. Open the arms to the side, right hand towards the right heel, as the left arm just lifts up and to the side. And relax. 4, now just going side length. The left shoulder up towards the corner of the room. 3, 2, 1, release forward. And to the other side. I'm going to do it facing the wall, but you know the score. Right hand on the outside of the left knee and left hand on the tailbone, and then just lever the twist. And release, check. Coming back on your heels. Sit down there. Grab the belt for the next part. So which knee are we doing? We're doing the left knee on the ground. These are the last, the last 2. Well, not the last 2, but nearly the last 2, let's say. I'm going to do it facing the other way. So it's left knee down, but I'm just going to face this way because we're going to bend to the right away from the wall. So once again here, we're going to do a little trick. This time we're going to open the belt. So length, just fine with the length. We'll actually just use the belt to twist, to bend to the side. So nice kind of natural length. So before we take the arms up, we'll do the core trick. Yeah? So looking at your knee, and then keeping the core where it is, open the shoulders back. And then once you got the shoulders open, twist to the right. No, bend to the right, bend to the right. From breathing, from bending. Breathe. 2, and 1, back to the center. Release the arms. Last exercise, this time let's take the belt behind the head, just above the ears, Once again, we're going to look at the knee. Core is short. Keep that core in place like that. Take the shoulders up. And then pull the head up as you take the shoulders back. Nice work on the back of the neck and on the trapezium, I think, at the back. The pectorals, everything's working on the top half, yeah? So I'm pulling my head up, and then the head is pulling my arms back. The core is engaged. 3, 2, and 1, release. Everything, changing side, going to the right knee, and I'm going to be bending away from the wall. So left knee is up, right knee is down. Once again, arms up, but just not doing much there. Looking at your right knee, keeping that core length, leave the shoulders up, arms up, and bending to the left. Take your core, take your shoulders. 3, 2, and release 1. From there, arms behind the head, above the ears. Look at your right knee. Keep that length of core as you take the shoulders up. Pulling the back of the head upwards as you push the arms back. So we have tension on the rope. Neck muscles working, traps working, back, which are the pieces at the back of the upper back, pectorals, the breast muscles. 3, the head back, open the chest. 2, pulling the head up, and release everything. Okay, I think we're done with all that belt. Let's go on our knees, or if you want to just rest in a different way, and have a 3-breath breath, maybe child pose. I'm actually do an open or wild child pose, knees back and open, so I can actually get my tummy right between the knees, and just relax there and take a breath. Resting. And then we come up. We're going to do the last couple of exercises on the knees. I hope your knees are not complaining too much, but that's why, feel free to double travel your mat, use a blanket or padding. And this time we're going to do our simple lean forward, more than opening lowers and these muscles here on the front of the hip. Lean into it. And then leaning back for a runner stretch here. The other leg is now being stretched at the back, leaning forward. And back forward. Stretch. Front of the left hip. Lean deeper and deeper into it. Come back. This time, I don't know whether you find it nice feeling to actually sit on the heel. You can do the same runner stretch as before, or if it feels nice and your knee can take it and your heel can take it, I like to sit on my heel and then come right forward onto my right leg. Coming back forward. And the last exercise there. You can either lean forward in the same way, or if you want to join me for I don't even know the name of this pose, but we do it often, which is finding a place on the left-hand side here, so I can actually lean that hip right into the ground, bringing the right foot up and grabbing it with my, bringing the left foot up and grabbing it with my right hand. And I just lean everything into it. 3, 2, and 1. Release gently. And we're done on that side, promise. But we have another side to do. So let's take the handing onto the right knee. And again, just gently leaning into it. Opening the right psoas, quad. With the adductors there, although it's right in the front, but something is moving as well. Side the hips, leaning forward. Back onto a runner stretch. Oh, nice. This we haven't stretched today much, so I can feel it nice and tight. But that's good because we're going to go into it. We're going to be doing a few more things to stretch the back, chain and leg muscles later in the class. Back forward. Into the ground. Back to your either classic runner stretch, or if it feels nice to sit on your heel and leaning right into that left knee. And then from there, we go to one last pose. I'm curious to see what it's called revolve low lunge pose variation. It doesn't really have a name. So we're going to lean into it, right hand somewhere on the right here. Lean the hips right down, and then you can either stay here or you can lift that. Lift that right knee up, grabbing with the hand or with the belt that foot, and then just twisting into opening the chest to the side, heel towards your glute, loosen the neck, open the shoulders, and breathe. On the next out breath, you release gently. And we're going to be off our knees, okay? So the way we come off our knees is going to be through Malasana, which is our squat pose. Opening, having a nice broad open stand. The feet are facing out. And then we're going to try squat. Just find your own legs. As you can see, I'm adjusting just naturally because the body knows where is the best place to put the feet and the angle, although we should try and be sure that the angle of the feet are generally the direction of the knee. That's just to protect the knees. Once you find the squat, remember to tighten your pelvic floor down here. Tighten or engage, yeah? Pushing the knees out with the elbows out. We're opening the hips, we're engaging the pelvic floor. Engaging our Achilles, our calves. It's quite natural to us Westerners, but you've probably seen the Nat Geo's documentaries where tribes people or Asians, or they just sit here and they'll be Just having a little conversation, little meeting amongst them, just squatting, yeah? So we are actually, or our dynamics or our structure could be for squatting, but we just haven't used it. So once we've done this for a few breaths, now let's do something different today. Let's engage the right shoulder on the right knee, and then just find a way. I mean, I cannot give you exact directions and forces, but there's a way that you can actually push that left knee, and then the whole chest, the whole spine kind of bend, twist to the right. Yeah, so I'm actually opening the hips at the same time. My spine, as I take the shoulders forward or the chest forward. It's just a nice feeling. Some things are really impossible to describe, but as you try, so I'm actually engaging my right shoulder on the right knee and the left hand on the left knee, and then just like open the chest somehow and just get that nice feeling of stretching and twisting or bending the spine. 3, 2, and release. Back to center. Find your center here, and your neutral position for the spine and the hips. And the same again, I'm going to get my left shoulder on the inside of the right knee, or the left knee. And then you can put the hand on the chest, or on the foot, or the other foot. But it's just the main thing is we're opening the chest as we push with the right hand, the right knee. See if it feels good, something, we're actually making our body more malleable, more plasticity. 3, 2, and open, release. Back to the center, find your balance, and then come up. And then loosen. Okay. We're on to the balance, standing area of the class. And we're going to do a very basic balance position, which is just the tree pose. So remember, for tree pose, here we're going to open our toes, flare your toes, flare your foot. Place the whole of the right leg, remember kneecap and hips. And then we have 3 variations, the baby variation, the youngling variation, and the more grown-up variation. Whatever your variation, that's good. Engage that foot on the inside thigh there. Create a little bit of tension, that sometimes helps. Get the foot there. Once we've got the foot there, open the chest, straight spine. Stay in Anjali Mudra, lovely pose. You can open your arms out, maybe with a finger mudra, or you can take your arms up. Then when I actually choose this one, my shoulders and my arms are tired, and that's perfectly fine. So choose where you want to have your arms as you keep your core engaged, right leg strong, left hip is opening, chin is up, looking straight ahead. Shoulders are open wherever your arms are. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now for the last count, close your eyes. And come out. Okay, that's well, for me it's a very advanced exercise, but good to try from time to time. I don't know, my body just totally flips when I close the eyes. Yeah, we don't have the relationship. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. So flare your toes. This will be like opening your hands when you're doing the planks, etc. Kneecap engage, hip, baby, young, or adult. Create a little bit of pressure there. Find your balance. Into the mudra. The sides or up ahead. Find where you want to Stay in this pose. The shoulders are nice and broad. If they're open, left leg is strong. Head is facing forward. Head is pulling up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2. Close our eyes. And release. Or stay, for sure. You can hold that up, stay. Okay, so that's a nice tree pose. Now we're going to go on to figure of 4, which is just a nice big hip opener. So that was the left foot, right foot, flare the toes. This time we don't need to actually engage a very strong leg because we're going to actually cross the legs, right, left ankle or right knee. And then again, we're just going to bend into it. A little bit of strength on the right leg, open the left hip, balance. It's got a bit of everything. Once again, here, you can have your Anjali Mudra, or your arms out. Required to open the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2. Close the eyes for the last one. And release. Left foot, flare the toes. And then straight to figure of 4, left ankle, right knee. And I mean the ankle, yeah, not the end of the body. Try not to have the foot there or bend like that because we start overstretching one side of the ankle. Also affects the knee. So we're going to try and have the foot in 90 degrees. I think we were walking, yeah? And then from there, hands in Anjali Mudra. Leaning into it, strong left leg. Open right hip. Hands there if you want them. Or on the sides. 5, 4, 3, 2. Close the eyes. And have a little wiggling. Let me just check something. Okie dokie, let's warrior. So you're just gonna do static warriors today, yeah? No flow. Warrior 2, remember? So right foot is forward, leaning into it. Left foot is at an angle, creating a natural tension on the leg. Trying to plant the whole foot on the ground so we're not leaning forward or out. Then once you've got that, hips to the side. Yeah, before we do the arms, let's do the core trick. So let's look at the point right below our hips. That point there on the ground. And then keeping the core in that configuration, open the chest. So this is staying where it was, and the chest is open and the arms are out now. Stretch those shoulders front and back. Core engage, leaning into the front leg. Core engage, open the shoulders, stick your neck out. Imagine you're a tortoise, getting the neck, the head out of the shell. 3, 2, and 1. Hands on hips, and we come out. Other side, left foot really nice and planted. Maybe you can flare the toes a little bit. Right foot the same, engage. Strong legs, lean into it. And before we do anything with our arms, look at the floor right under your hips. And at that engagement of the core, leaving it there, just open the chest. Open the chest, arms forward and back. Lean to the left leg, arms away from each other, head out to the total shell, 4 engage, 3, 2, and release the arms. Come back to the center, wiggle your legs. Let me just check again, so I'm getting these notifications here. Little windows coming out. Okay, good. That's warrior 2. Now we're going to do something similar with side angle. Remember, side angle is this one. So we're going to have the same legs on the right side. Now I'm going to put our elbow here, but before we do that, let's engage the core in a more natural way. Engage the core without tricking ourselves. We can just do it. Open the shoulders. Knee to the right knee, right elbow to right knee, and left arm out. So the core is short, yeah, okay, keeping the core short, and then open the chest. Knee into that right leg, short core, left arm out, head in direction of arm, 3, chest 2, strong left leg, to the side, and 1 to the center, and the other side. You know the feet, leaning into it, shortening the core, shortening the core, left elbow, left knee, keeping that core nice and short, and then left arm over right ear. Leaning to that left leg, straight right leg, open the chest, short core, engage core, 3, head in direction of hand, 2, and lean. Okay, I'm feeling my hips, I hope you are too. And last of this series will be our classic final pose. Yeah, for that one, I'd like to use a block. 2. Right. Nice. Straight legs, find the nice length. Broad step. Looking at the floor, engaging the core. Opening the chest, arms out, tipping the hip, arm forward and to the side. We're still trying to keep a little bit of an engagement in the core there. And then opening the chest to the side, hips facing the camera or the side. Put that in there, and then open. Open the chest, head coming out, arms pulling opposite each other. 3, 2, stretch the legs, and chest, release to the middle. Other sides. Remember, straight legs, looking at the floor, maintaining that length of core. Open the chest up, or lift the chest up. Arms out, tip the hip, lean forward and rotate. And then here is side position. You're between 2 walls and you have to stay totally close. Engage that core, close the core a little bit. Open the chest, arms away from each other. 3. Raise the legs onto the floor. 2. Open the chest. And 1, release. And one more before we go on the floor, which is just going to be, we're going to do a little bit of strengthen those legs. So we're going to go into, I don't know, cowboy legs. It's got many names, yeah? Hips open, direction of the knees. And normally here we could do a goddess pose, but today I suggest, I propose we do a eagle arm. So right arm under the left arm, either have a nice big hug here, really pulling your hands towards the back of your shoulder, or you can actually intertwine your hands, wrap them together like a rope. In down, move the shoulders, kind of stretching them by taking the elbows forward. You will stretch the back of the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the arms, keeping the knees as they are. If you need to take a rest, of course, take a rest. Left arm under the right arm. Big hug, or wrap the hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, release the arms and release the legs. Just move around anything that the body feels good with. And let's go on the floor. Let's do a butterfly. So we're going to actually just sit on our butt, bring our feet together, close to the hips, but not too close that you're falling back. So a nice, maybe a diamond shape. Now try and open your toes. Again, we do all this work with the toes and the feet to try and mobilize them. So try and lay your toes open, straighten the spine, and then just gently try and take the tummy towards the floor, and then the chest towards the feet. So we're stretching the back, the lower back, not so much the upper back of the neck. And then chest towards the ground. Opening the hips and stretching the lower back. Breathe. Thighs, make noise, let the body express. Sometimes find the little doggy we have, his thighs, eyes are telling so much, and he just cannot express what he's trying to say. And sometimes I think a bit like that with our bodies. The other body sometimes it's just like, oh my God, I really want to just let go, or I want to pull, or I want to push, and doesn't want to let it express, but just let it express. So leaning a little bit more forward. Make some noises if you need to. 2 more counts. Open the toes, flare your feet. 2, and release. Okay, let's grab the belt. Right foot, right leg is stretched. Left leg is bent. I'm going to use the belt here because it will actually try and create a little bit of alignment, So, and by that I mean that we're going to, instead of driving onto the foot, we're going to try again and bend the chest or the torso towards that foot, and then I'm going to grab it with the belt. So I don't need to lean forward. I'm just going to try and use the belt to pull from the abdomen towards the knee, So once again, I'm stretching the back of the chain of muscle. And then pull, chest and tummy down, Not head down, chest and tummy down. Shorten the belt and pull. Shorten the belt if you need to. And pull the chest and tummy down. 3, 2, And feel the lower back, maybe the side here, stretchy. And then release. And where there is right, there is left. So we've got the left leg is stretched, the right foot or the right leg is bent. And once again, I'm going to face my foot. Maybe, as you can see, my leg is tending to externally rotate. I'm going to bring it forward. There's actually, foot is facing up. Then open to the side, open the chest, look at the foot, face the foot, grab it with the belt, and then I'm going to actually lean from the tummy towards my thigh. Lean from the tummy towards my thigh. Once the tummy, having a big one helps, touches the thigh, then it's chest towards the knee. And that one, everybody has to work. Chest towards the knee. 5, 4, 3, chest towards the knee. 2, and release. Good, nice. Breathe on your butts. This is a pose we never do, but I attended an online class yesterday which reminded me, staff pose just basically means sitting down. So we're going to actually try and get the legs touching the ground and then opening the chest and having the torso 90 degrees. You can have your hands on the floor, maybe fingers, maybe in blocks, and then just open the chest and just feel how difficult it is just to sit down at 90 degrees. So legs on the ground, feet up, and the torso 90 degrees. A little bit like Tadasana, I suppose, but yeah, sitting down. 5. And then we're engaging the core so we don't get too much of the back bend here. 2, and relax. You can see how the whole spine relaxes there. Okay, let's use this location to do a forward fold. Paschimottanasana. So once again, this is more difficult and I appreciate that. It's you know, we don't really have the physiognomy to do this one like the one before, but we will try. I'm going to actually engage my feet with the rope, and then I'm going to try and not take my forehead to the knees. What I'm going to try and do is just take my tummy towards the thighs, like this, and that's it. That's plenty, yeah? If you feel you've actually warmed that up, then you can go a little bit deeper. I'm trying to get, again, the tummy on the thigh and the chest to the knees. And then if you can get your hands on your toes, go a little bit deeper now. Maybe for the last 3 counts, let's just block it all out. Let's take head, chest, everything to the ground and do a nice feeling Paschimottanasana. Even if you bend knees, that's good, that's okay too, yeah? Just try and feel nice and deep into this forward fold. And then release that. And we are approaching reaching out. We're approaching 9 o'clock, so let's just do a couple of twists here, and then do a couple of minutes shavasana. So let's lie on our backs, enjoy just the melting into the ground. I love when my whole spine is actually flat on the ground, even if I have to have my legs up, and then slowly shoulders to the ground. And then keeping the knees up, just drop them to one side. Let's just do it. Let's do a very simple windscreen wipe twist today. Just drop both knees to the right as we keep our shoulders on the ground. With a very gentle twist today. If you want a little bit more feeling, then okay, put the right leg over the left knee, and that will twist you more, and internally rotate your left hip. You feel that feels nice to do it. I'll keep it just in the normal way, so wide. Back to the center, straighten your spine. Feel that your spine is neutral before you actually drop the knees to the other side, and the right shoulder opens or kind of goes more to the right side. Again, if you want to have a bit more sensation and put that left foot on left knee, then go for it. Bring the knee back up. Spine neutral, spine neutral, shoulders nice on the ground, and then now gently stretch your legs. If you find that your lower back begins lifting and hurting, it's absolutely fine. Use a blanket or a cushion under the knees. It's fine to do that and have a tiny little angle on the hips if you feel it feels nicer, And then this is now Shavasana, 9 o'clock. Please enjoy the next 3 minutes. I'm going to do it with you. Just enjoy the kind of listening to the body after this practice. Station, stay where you are and enjoy your Shavasana, where you do 1 more minute, 1 more hour. Enjoy. See you hopefully Sunday.